Hi everyone. So in the last few videos, I've given you a simple and practical guide to develop emotional intelligence. I've also talked about how much AI matters in the AI age. But today, I want to go a step deeper. I want to show you the kind of thinking that actually helps you develop this emotional intelligence skill. Because most people still think that emotional intelligence is a behavioral trait. I mean, the internet is flooded with the idea that emotional intelligence is empathy, patience, calmness, good listening, and emotional control. But these are behaviors, and behavior is an output of your thinking style. Emotional intelligence is a cognitive skill, a thinking process through which you handle complex situations, see the full picture, and still stay balanced without reacting from extreme positions. And the name of that thinking process is integrative thinking. What's fascinating is that this is not a new idea. OpenAI just used it to solve an 80-year-old mathematical problem. And Indian philosophy described the same architecture of emotional intelligence thousands of years ago. So today we are going to break down why integrative thinking is the real cognitive engine behind emotional intelligence, using my signature 3P framework. Let's dive right in. So here's the first truth. Emotional intelligence is not about being emotional or just emotionally expressive. It's about integrating emotion with logic while understanding the context and consequences of your actions. And the best modern example of this comes from OpenAI. When OpenAI solved the Erdős discrepancy problem, which is an 80-year-old mathematical challenge, it didn't do it through brute force. It did it by integrating multiple mathematical approaches such as geometry, algebra, and computational reasoning into one coherent solution. Now that is integrative thinking in action, which is taking multiple perspectives and integrating them into one unified solution. But here's the part that most people don't know. Indian philosophy has been describing this exact cognitive process for centuries. If you look at the original Indian philosophical texts, the Gita, the Upanishads, even the Brahma Sutras, they describe the same cognitive architecture that we now call emotional intelligence. Let me show you how. First, there is Buddhi, which is your ability to step back and see a situation clearly before you respond. Now, the Gita calls this Buddhi Yoga, which is the use of higher intelligence to guide your actions. Then there is Viveka, which is your judgment that helps you respond intentionally instead of impulsively reacting to everything. The Upanishads describe Viveka as discernment. And finally, there is Samanvaya, the ability to bring together ideas, perspectives, and even contradictions that appear incompatible on the surface and integrate them into something coherent. The Brahma Sutras define it as bringing together ideas that look like they are in conflict with each other. These are not spiritual ideas. These are cognitive functions, and they map perfectly onto how emotionally intelligent people think. AI collapses without Buddhi. Decision-making collapses without Vivek. Relationships collapse without Samanvaya. Now let's talk about the real world, the workplace. People who rise the fastest are not the ones with the highest IQ. They are the ones who can integrate data plus intuition, strategy plus empathy, short-term pressure plus long-term clarity, and their own emotions plus other people's emotions. That's why emotional intelligence is the most in-demand leadership skill today. Not because it's a nice-to-have skill, but because it's the only way to operate in an AI-driven world that is overloaded with information but absolutely starved of ethical human judgment. And here's the irony. The workplace still rewards the masculine-coded version of intelligence, while quietly depending on the feminine-coded version of intelligence to keep the teams functioning. If you want to know more about the masculine and feminine-coded versions of intelligence that the society has created, then watch the full video here. But integrative thinking dissolves this split. It shows that leaders who actually succeed are the ones who can hold both. They can be analytical without losing emotional awareness. They can value data without ignoring intuition. And they can respond to immediate challenges without losing sight of the bigger strategic picture. This is not softness. This is cognitive sophistication. And it is profitable. Now let's go one more step deeper. Integrative thinking is not just a skill. It's a worldview. It's the ability to see that life is rarely either or. It's almost always both or and. Remember the Indian philosophy architecture that I explained to you in the practical section? That architecture is not written by Indian philosophy as some poetry, motivational lines, or inspirational quote. It's written to describe how humans make systems-level decisions. And it's the very skill that the AI-driven world now depends on. Again, let me show you how. Buddhi is the clarity you need to actually understand an AI system before you deploy it. Viveka is the judgment that helps you decide which AI outputs to trust and which ones to reject. And Samanvaya is the ability to balance innovation, safety, and real-world impact at the same time. And that's why this ancient architecture still matters, because it gives us the exact blueprint of the kind of intelligence that scales AI responsibly. And what is that blueprint? It's integrative thinking. And integrative thinking is what makes emotional intelligence meaningful in an AI-driven world. Because the purpose of emotional intelligence is to integrate human context, ethical consequences, and the real-world judgment in an AI-driven world. So time to bring all the three P's together. The practical truth is that OpenAI proves that integrative thinking is the new intelligence, which is the ability to combine multiple perspectives into one solution. And it's the same cognitive process that makes emotional intelligence possible. The profitable truth is that AI makes you irreplaceable because it integrates what workplace still considers as separate, which is logic and emotion, or strategy and empathy. Now that is integrative thinking in action. The purposeful truth is that Indian philosophy has always taught that wisdom is about integration, not division. And emotional intelligence is inner integration in action. Integrative thinking shows up across eras and disciplines. It's timeless. And it's the real cognitive engine behind emotional intelligence. As always, the research studies used in this video are linked down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep building a better you.